In this video, I'm going to show you the best free AI voice generator for YouTube. Now, you've all probably heard of 11 Labs, but this one is a bit different, and is also free to a certain extent. As you can see, you get a free plan with 12,500 characters and one instant voice clone a month. So, yeah, this is pretty great. Now, let's see how to use this software. First, what you want to do is click on Generate AI Voice for free. And then it's going to ask you to log in, where in my case, I'm going to sign up with Google and with my Gmail account. And then once you get in here, the first thing you can see is this little box here where you can type in and then generate speech. And up here is where you select which voice you would like to have. Now, for my instance, I've selected Nolan earlier, but you have a lot of voices you can choose from, and you can also search for them and clone them, but there's no cloned voices showing for me because I haven't cloned any voice yet. So I'm going to use one of the pre-made voices, which is going to be Nolan. Let's hear how he sounds.
All right, so teaching subtraction to a kid, can actually be like pretty fun and engaging. You could maybe start with, I don't know, maybe visual aids.
Now, as you can hear, it sounds pretty natural, and it's honestly quite hard to, say this is AI and not a real human. So I'm going to click on confirm, and now type in some random text. So let's type in, "Hey, this is Nolan from YouTube, and I'm an AI voice that's going to talk to you in this video." Okay, now we've got a sentence, just a funny random sentence over here. You can also use advanced voice controls. As you can see, you can change the stability, similarity, or intensity. Now, what stability does is, as you can see here, it says move the slider to the left to create a flatter, more natural performance, and move to the right to add expressiveness and variance. Now, as you could probably guess, in the middle is kind of the sweet spot here, but if you want to go to extremes in either way, you can do that as well. Now then, you have similarity, where it says move the slider to the left to reduce how unique your chosen voice will be compared to other voices, and then move it to the right to maximize its individuality. And now for intensity, you can move to the left to reduce how strong your chosen emotion will be, and to the right to create a very emotional performance. So right now, the performance is not very emotional, and it's a default setting. And for this video, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Now let's see and try to generate this video and hear how it's this audio and hear how it sounds. So click on generate, and then you're gonna have to wait for a little bit for this to generate. As you can see, it's still loading. Okay, now it's done, and I'm gonna play it to hear how it sounds.
Hey, this is Nolan from YouTube, and I'm an AI voice that's gonna talk to you in this video.
Now, as you can hear, that's pretty good, and the voice actually sounds like a real human. Now you can use this for way longer paragraphs. I only used it for one sample sentence. And then you can download it via using this little download button over here and save it to your computer and use it however you'd like it. Now, another thing, you can regenerate the video or the audio you just made. So I'm gonna try to regenerate it now and hear how it sounds when it's made again. You then again have to wait for a second, and the previous version is still available. You can still listen to it and download it, but let's hear how the second one sounds.
Hey, this is Nolan from YouTube, and I'm an AI voice that's gonna talk to you in this video.
Now, you've probably heard that it's quite similar, but not so similar. Now, it sounds a bit different, but it's still the same voice, basically. Just some intonations and some words are said differently and stuff like that. Now, that's it for generating voice. And now I'm going to show you how to do voice cloning. Now, to do voice cloning, you click on this button over here on the left where it says voice cloning, and press on create a new clone. Now, we can do either instant or high fidelity, but we cannot use high fidelity, which produces flawless results with 100% voice and accent resemblance, but you have to upgrade the plan to access. So we're going to use the instant, where you only need 30 seconds of audio in order to be able to produce your AI audio samples. So click on this, and then enter voice name, which we're gonna name Instant How To, which is the name of the channel, and then you have to upload some high quality audio sample. Now, in my case, I recorded around 30 seconds of my own voice earlier, so I'm gonna use that one. You click on upload, go under downloads where I saved it, and then click on it, press open. As you can see, the audio is now in there. Now I'm in male, so I have to leave this as it is, and then press on young and some other things that you want to put in there. So it says describe the voice, where it says selecting the correct tags improves quality of the voice clone. And I'm gonna use, where is it, English as well. And then we're also gonna use narrative. Okay, and that's very much it. That's what I want to do. Now you can add an in-depth description on how you would like to describe this voice. I am not going to do this right now, since I don't think there's anything special to my voice, but you can do this to give the AI model a more in-depth overview of how you want your voice to sound and how it actually sounds in real life. So once that's all done, you click down here where you confirm that you have all the necessary rights or consents to clone and use this voice. Now, of course, if you use your own voice, you do not need any consents or agreements, but if you use a random voice you found on the internet or somebody famous, you have to have his permission to use his voice. Otherwise, you could get into some serious trouble. So always have the permission to the voice or to the owner of the voice who you're using. Now, then you press on create clone, and as you can see, you can choose a sample to finish clone. Now, I'm just going to leave it as it is, so enhanced sample, highest quality, then click on finish clone, and voice was now cloned successfully. Now, if you want to use it, you simply click on use, then it's going to load, and this is it. Now, let's put in a random sentence and see if it sounds anything like me. So, hello, this is my cloned voice, and I'm curious to see whether it sounds anything like me or not. Okay, now let's see if it's any similar. Click on generate speech. Wait for a few seconds for this to be generated. Okay, and let's hear. Hello, this is my cloned voice, and I'm curious to see whether it sounds anything like me or not. Now, as you can hear, it sounds a little bit weird, but that's most likely because I've used the free version of the voice cloning. If you used the actual paid version, the voice would be much clearer and much better. But as you can hear, even this sample is not so bad. I'm gonna play it one more time. Hello, this is my cloned voice, and I'm curious to see whether it sounds anything like me or not. Now, it definitely does sound like me a little bit. I don't think you'd be able to tell this is not an AI voice since it's pretty obvious. But yeah, as I said, the paid version is probably much better. But if you do not want to use the paid version, you can just use the pre-made voices as we've done earlier, or if you think this was good enough, you can use this voice clone as well. So that's up to you. And yeah, this is Play.ht, one of the best AI voiceover makers online for YouTube, and I hope this video helped you out.